it's about here coming in with another video. Shout out to our sponsor. I'm gonna leave all of their information in the description box below. But this flat iron came in this cute little black box. They have all of the instructional cards and all of the information on the flat iron and how to operate it. All of those things in the box. Girl, I couldn't get it out. It's really cute packaging. It came in this really cute bag. And girl, it is my favorite color. You know I love pink. Yes. So I'm taking everything off. It had a nice little cover on. And you know, the two little things on here. It was really well packaged. So they really take care of that. So here is me, you know, just playing around with the flat iron and operating the settings. It feels really good in my hand. It is not too heavy and it's not too light to the point where you can't operate it and it feels weird. And it goes all the way up to 450. And let me say this flat iron got hot very fast. Okay, very fast. Now this is one of my vlogs, so with a vlog, honey, you're gonna be seeing all the mistakes. Yes, so yes, I'm not editing that part out. Okay, y'all gonna love me for me. So I want to start doing something new. I want to start doing tutorials, but let's do them on here. Everything doesn't have to be about money. Everything does not have to be, you know, a paid tutorial. So I just want to give you something really quick. I want to show you how to take out bulk. And you know, sometimes you'll have those harsh lines of demarcation. When I cut this one the last time, I was very intentional. I wanted to do a video like this, so I had to create unwanted bulk. Okay, so the key is to make the lines even. Okay, so it should be the same from top to bottom, so anything that separates needs to go. I'm going back and forth between doing point cutting. It's very imperative most of the time whenever you're cutting hair extensions to do point cutting. A lot of times when you do just one harsh line cutting straight across, it makes the hair look very choppy. Now, if you are going for a choppy look, then by all means do so. But for the most part, especially when you're cutting hair extensions, it is very important not to make it super choppy when you're just starting off. So at this point, I am showing you the difference of cutting between cutting like straight across and then point cutting. Okay, so as you can see, it's going to leave a harsher line. I'm gonna go back in and, you know, cover it up. Remember, this is literally just to show you something, to give you a visual. So do you see that harsh line of demarcation now because of the way that I cut it straight across, opposed to if I would have just did a straight point cut? Okay, so that's really imperative when you're in the back of the head, mainly just because you want to create that elevation. Okay, now along the sides, I want my lines a little sharper, so around the sides I am going to cut in a straight line. And what you will notice, I'm doing over direction. A lot of times whenever people do bobs, they'll just comb it all down at one even length, and then when they comb it down at that one even length, then they'll just go across with clippers and things of that nature. That's all fine and dandy, but you want the haircut. Do you see it? This is exactly what I'm talking about. I'm gonna clean that up later on my own once we get done with this, but I really wanted you to see that. Okay, and then you can see the gaps and everything. So it's really imperative that you guys really master the point cutting technique. Okay, but I don't even remember what I was saying before, because as I watched this, that little part was in there. So y'all remember what I said. If I don't get back to it while we're doing this talk through, just leave in the comments, girl, and then we'll talk about it again later. But as you're cutting over direction, boom, I got it. So most people will like just cut it all at one even length, but you want that hair, you want the hair to be cut in a bob all over, not just in a sharp line at an angle. When the wind blows, it needs to blow in that haircut in a bob and go right back to where it goes. You see that line of demarcation? And then you guys keep in mind, this was curled, so a lot of places it looks uneven, but it's not uneven, it's just bent under a little bit. Okay, so as I over direct, I bring all of the hair to the opposite side that I'm standing on, and then I cut and release, and it automatically makes a slanted line for me. And then I can go back and clean it up if need be, but most of the time I don't, okay? Unless I'm going for really sharp lines. Now along the fringe, I want to go ahead and create some layers, but I also want my fringe area to be a little choppy. So there will be a little line that won't connect all the way, and I'm doing that on purpose, and when I curl it, it just looks bomb. So yeah, that's why I'm doing that. If it was on my hair, I probably wouldn't do that. I probably would have, you know, went a little further to make it blend, but yeah. And so now I am doing slide cutting. Okay, slide cutting is a very easy way to create layers. Now you want to make sure that you know what you're doing, so I recommend you practicing slide cutting on a mannequin before you try to do it on somebody's head. But once you master it, it's wonderful. So this is my blow dryer. I'm going to try to find it. I can never find it on Amazon, and but I do have another blow dryer that I absolutely love in comparison to this one, so I'll leave that one in the description box so you guys can check it out. But in this one, I just wanted to try something. Like, I know everybody loves the press and comb and stuff, and that's cool, but I just don't own a press and comb, and I don't want to buy one. And it's not like I can't afford a press and comb. I just don't want to buy a press and comb. I don't have a reason why. I just don't want to buy one. So I'm going to see if we can get rid of some of this bulk with the round brush, because if you operate the round brush right, I'm like, if I can get a client who has really thick hair's bone straight with the round brush, I can get this lace flat. So that's all I'm gonna do, you guys. Everything else is pretty self-explanatory at this point. Now I'm just using tension with this round brush. I think a lot of people get freaked out by the round brush because they are more focused on like turning it in a circle than they are using tension. A round brush is not mastered by turning the brush. You only really turn the brush towards the end once the hair is already dry. The round brush is excellent for tension because it has a 360 grip. If you're using a flat brush or anything like that, and I'm not speaking against paddle brushes or anything like that, but if you're using a flat brush, you only have a flat surface to work with. So if you turn, you can only turn your hand at certain angles. But with the round brush, you can create tension from every single angle, so it allows the hair to become straighter, which allows you to use less heat during the straightening process, which decreases your chances of, you know, getting heat damage and stuff. Yeah, so yeah, that's basically why I use a round brush, just to decrease my chances of giving people heat damage. Yeah, but anywho, so at this rate, now I am working on the lace around the part specifically, and this is the part that like really freaking matters to me. This is the part that like makes or breaks your wigs. And the last couple of videos, I was just showing you the color. I wasn't really trying to show you like any type of melt or anything of that nature, you know. So yeah, that's why I just wanted to come in this video and just show you guys a couple of different techniques that you can use and different tools that you can use whenever you're doing a client, or if you are just doing your own hair, whatever the case may be, whatever the reason is that you are here with me, honey. Yes, I want to make it worth your while. So now you can kind of see what we're working with as it pertains to the haircut after the blowout. Honestly, at this point, if you wanted to, you could just leave it like this, but I want to get it a little straighter. Plus I want to go in straighter, that's not a word. Plus I want to go in and, you know, do a little correction and clean up all of the parts that I made a mistake on purpose to show you guys how to correct it. So I just have to go in and clean things up. So I'm gonna come back after I get done with everything. You guys are going to watch me flat iron with the flat iron that I just told you about, and it is absolutely amazing. I can tell you, I really do recommend you guys go get this flat iron. Just try it out. You can check all of their information out in the description box below. They have a code so you can save on your first purchase. But seriously, in all the time that you have been here, I've never recommended any flat irons to you guys. Only thing I've ever told you guys about was Nano Titanium Baby Bliss, and then I told you how I used to use EAP heat a lot. But other than that, I have never told you guys to go buy a flat iron. But on today, honey, I am telling you to go get one. Go get this flat iron, girl. Yes. So at the very beginning, I'm doing it bone straight. I was supposed to be leaving and letting y'all just watch this, but it looks like we're gonna just talk all the way through this one. Okay. So yeah. So I'm just, you know, getting it straight just so I can make sure I clean it up after this, because if I curl it under, it could be a couple little hairs sticking around, chikorati, that I need to get rid of. So yeah, I'm just going through flat ironing. I'm using Kimbra's heat protectant on it, and the shine spray that I make myself from my old product line. But yeah, but you could use any type of shine spray that's a heat protectant. I have these on 380 if I'm not mistaken, and it was a very good temperature. But as I got further up towards the top, I was like, I think I can turn it up. I just didn't know if whether or not this hair could take the heat, and it could, so we turned it up. Okay, so for real, I'm about to go and I'll be back.
Knew it, but I didn't tell my heart, let go.
I'm just going ahead and tackling the flyaways. I really, you know, didn't plan on putting this on or modeling it or anything like that. I really just wanted to show you guys a corrective haircut, but then I thought about it and I was like, I know y'all gonna have attitude, so let me just go ahead and put this on. So listen, this is the dress that I wear around the house when I'm just around the house, you know, just around after I got out the shower on my, you know, yes. So I don't want to hear it, okay? But I'm putting this thing on real quick. I'm talking to my mom. I really did not have any intentions of getting on here right now, and I was kind of filming something else too, and that's why I have this melted lace on. And it's so funny because I didn't think it was done all the way. Well, I thought it was done all the way. I thought it was 100% dry, so I was like, I could put this on real quick. It's not gonna stick on there. I could just show them real quick. And then I got distracted by how good the lace was melting without me even trying, because I don't have a second layer of glue on, you know. That's what happened, and you'll see why I just explained that to you at the end. If you are still here, you know, you'll see why I said that. But yeah, you can see why I kept the pieces longer in the front. I like the pieces to be longer in the front. So imagine if I had the whole entire wig molded down, even on the sides, how those pieces would hang. And it is a asymmetrical bob, so it gets longer as you go to the front. So that's why with it tucked behind my ear, it is still a perfect angle, which I really love, instead of it being just straight. So this is bone straight right now, but I guess I'll maybe curl this one again if you want to see it. But when I curl it, the layers on it are going to be popping. I just made it super duper choppy, so that's why with it straight it looks like that. And the layers at the top are one and the same, you guys. I really hope that you got something out of this video. If you want me to do more videos like this where I do a full talk through, do you see what I mean, girl, with the lace? And I mean, you can still see the line right there because it's not molded down, but I think it looks pretty good. I don't know, I just think it looks like scalp, like flesh, yes. But like I was saying, if you want more educational videos like this, more talk through tutorials here, then let me know in the description box below and we'll do more of that, because that's kind of the direction that we're going in. We're going in more of an education based direction. So if you guys want me to keep creating content, then you're gonna have to tell me what you need help with, okay? So that is pretty much it, you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Please make sure you leave your comments below. Let me know what type of things you need help with, you know. And yeah, I love you guys. But yeah, so this is what I was talking about. I was like, oh, I was being cute, and then it was kind of dry, but not really. It was still wet. It ain't really hurt, but that's what happened, girl. Bye girl. Make sure you stick around, and make sure you have those post notifications on so you can catch this one. I'll see you soon. Bye girl.